Top 10 Scary Things Caught on Camera. Aliens. Face your fears. This video was featured on the nightly news in Ecuador. A boy is filming his father with a cell phone, focusing on the tattoo on his back. Instead, the boy captures something absolutely bizarre and terrifying. When viewing the video back, a strange face inexplicably appears in the video footage. Some believe that the boy somehow captured some interdimensional being on camera. Now, whether this footage is real or faked, interdimensional being or not, either way, it's just bizarre. Disappearing Act. This next clip is from the short-lived 1990s television series Paranormal Borderline with Jonathan Frakes. The host claims that this clip was sent to them anonymously and shows late-night footage from a factory security camera.
There are 4 black and white pictures. In the top right quadrant, a worker walks right to left through a gate. He disappears here in a flash of light at 11:16 p.m. The tape continued to run normally until almost 2 hours later. Then the victim reappears in a second flash of light, now in a fetal position. Then moments later, now crouching, he vomits, and seconds later, staggers right to left, out of frame.
The story goes that after this incident, the man was never quite the same. Soon after, he quit his job at the factory and moved out of town. Out of left field. In the Black Forest area of Colorado, it is said that Russell Elliott often witnessed strange lights around his farm. He began to document these strange occurrences on video. But one night he catches something a bit more. Now, this is one of those clips that might just be a little too good, if you know what I mean. But let me know what you think down in the comments. Batteries not included. In St. Augustine, Florida, a man repeatedly hears strange noises in his house, so he sets up security cameras to investigate. He catches something absolutely bizarre. Some weird light-emitting object seems to be floating around his kitchen as if scanning the surroundings. Now, when I first saw this, I thought it could just be a mini drone or some kind of light on a string, and I thought that right up until it flies through the ceiling. This clip has been submitted to the Mutual UFO Network for professional examination, but just what do you think this could be? In a flash. In Brazil, there have been multiple sightings of what many locals believe to be an alien visitor. In this clip, a Brazilian news program tries to catch the creature on camera.
Olha lá, eu vi agora, velho. Acabou, você pegou aí? Você pegou? Você viu que ele apareceu ali, ele é baixinho.
Some say that this clip is evidence of alien teleportation, as the creature seems to disappear in a flash of light. But what do you think? Area 51. In the early 1990s, a man identifying himself only as Victor went public, claiming that he had worked at Area 51 and had smuggled out a videotaped interview with an actual alien being.
He said he had a tape of a space alien, an ET, that was being held in a military installation in Nevada.
What is your occupation at Area 51?
I won't answer that. I have had reason to be present at Area 51, but I'm not going to clarify whether or not I was there as an employee.
Victor says that he removed the video's audio track to protect the government participants, but he explains the interview and what went wrong, step by step.
All right, we're looking at the interview suite at S4. It's kept dark for the comfort of the aliens. The figure who is just barely visible in the left foreground is the telepath, and behind the camera is a raked seating area for observers. The alien is seated behind a glass partition in a biocontainment area, which is maintained at Biosafety Level 2, the lowest designation. That's primarily for the protection of the aliens, not us. You can see here, the alien is beginning to flag. The interview was not going well. The telepath was trying to clarify some points from a previous interview, but he wasn't receiving coherent responses. As you can see, the being is in real distress. At this point, the telepath is sending out a message to the medical staff. He's trying to communicate with the alien, but he's getting no response. There's very little he can do. There's no direct connection between his space and the biocontainment area. That's the aide stepping in on the right. The medical staff should be there by now. They're slow in responding. There they are. I have to say the medical personnel at S4 are less than first rate. They tend to be selected for their willingness to keep secrets rather than their medical competence. By the way, he's not shining that light into the eyes. It looks that way, but in fact he's checking for hemorrhaging around the eye sockets and in the nasal cavity. I'm sorry. It's very hard for me to watch this.
In the nearly 30 years since this video's release, it has never been proven fake. But what do you think? Real alien caught on tape? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. Swamp gas. Workers at a gas station in Peru are working late at night when they spot something bizarre. Workers see a small illuminated figure no more than 3 feet tall. They approach it, but it seems to speed up to avoid them. They say that the thing had several legs, but seemed to float slightly above the ground.
Ahí es donde vuela. Ay. Se puede ver claritas sus patitas.
The workers say that the bizarre alien, robot, or whatever that is, just seemed to disappear into thin air as mysteriously as it had appeared. The case is currently being investigated by the Peru Association of Ufology. Men in Black. Shane Sovar, manager of a Niagara Falls hotel, reported that he spotted a strange triangular UFO in the sky above the hotel. A few days later, while Shane was out, his hotel received 2 strange visitors.
One of my bellmen approached me, and he kind of had a weird look on his face, and he said to me, "There's a couple guys in here looking for you." And I said, "A couple guys? What do you mean?" And he said, "There's a couple really strange-looking men that were here, and they kind of freaked everybody out, and they were asking questions about you. They were really, really tall." He said, and they were identical height. They were the exact same height. They were wearing the exact same clothes, and they had the exact same faces, like they were twins.
Now 3 people witnessed the men's arrival and their strange physical appearance. Were these the mysterious men in black who were said to appear after UFO close encounters? Well, no one will ever know, because the only evidence that remains is this creepy CCTV footage. Tree hugger. In this next clip, a man hears what he thinks are strange animal noises outside his house. Despite his wife's protests, he goes to investigate. And spoiler, it's not an animal.
Vou. Peraí, deixa eu vir. Puxa, velho. Corre. Fica bom.
So is this an alien, a creature, or just a very skinny guy in a mask? You decide.
Puxa, velho. Corre.
Close Encounters. Over on the YouTube channel Operation Z Project CXV, a guy named Ken claims that he captured some otherworldly being walking behind him, even though he didn't notice anything at the time. The footage was caught on a motion-activated trail camera. A closer look reveals that there is indeed someone or something walking behind him, but whether it's an alien or not, I'll leave that for you to decide. In this next clip, Ken claims that an alien has cloaked itself in some kind of invisibility field and then peeks out as his cat passes by. Ken claims his videos are 100% legit proof of alien life. But what do you think? Thanks for watching. Suggest videos at nukestop5@gmail.com and follow me on Twitter at nukestop5 to see some videos that didn't quite make it to the top 5. I'll see you next week.